I was born gay. I mean, there was never a question, never a doubt. In fact, I was kind of relieved when I found out that's what it was, because I didn't have a name for it. I actually thought maybe I was trans till I was about 10 or 11 years old, because I just couldn't quite figure out what was going on. And I know that I struggled so much with the hell and the brimstone, and you know, it's satanic and God hates you. And at that particular time, the American Psychiatric Association hadn't changed their minds, so we were sick and depraved. We still had the sodomy laws. You know, we were criminal. The church says we're satanic. You know, that's a lot for 10. You know, that's just a lot to wade through. And I had so much agony. I just did. It was like, God, you got to talk to me, because I don't. That's not what I think. And if that's what's really true, you got to talk to me. And when I went to college in 1972, there were two things that happened right at the same time. One, Troy Perry's, you know the book, The Lord is My Shepherd, and He Knows I'm Gay. I still haven't read that book. I finally got a copy from him a couple of years ago. You know, we've been colleagues for years, but just the title gave me so much hope, because in my heart, that's what I knew. I knew God didn't make no junk. And I really felt like God made me who I was. And just that title alone gave me this big sense of hope and starting to move that little stone away. That same year, Del Martin and Phyllis Lyon came out with Lesbian Woman. All I needed to know was that it was possible. Because up until then, there was nothing. There wasn't a Hallmark card, a love song, an image, a comic strip. Nothing. There was nothing, no evidence whatsoever that the life that I felt that I was destined to live was possible. And here were two women at that point in time who had been together for 20 years. It's on my mind. It's possible. That's all I needed to know. And then about 4 years later, about graduation time, this play came out. And do not confuse it with the Tyler Perry version of this movie. For color girls only, When the Rainbow is Enough, by Ntaki Shange. It's a beautiful story. There are 6 women in it. There are no props. And they're all in the same outfit. And at the end, they're loving up on each other. There's got to be a laying on of hands. And there was a line in there that shook me to my core. It said, I found God in myself, and I loved her fiercely. Oh, my God. That God could be inside of yourself, and that God could be like me. God wasn't just some big old white man in the sky, and that I could have a relationship with God, and God could like look like and feel like and be me. That's what I needed to roll away the stone. That's what I needed to confront my own internalized homophobia, to really see some possibility, and to know that I could find God on my own terms.